Thank you for having me up here. Well, I just binge watched Mrs. Maisel's, and I never saw it, but everyone's always telling me, so I was home for 2 whole days, and I just watched it. But what I want to say about this, did you see the one where she has little cue cards, and we can't bring cards up here, and as a result of the good coaching Gladys gives us, sure enough, she's reading the jokes that this writer wrote for her, and what happened? She spilled them all right on the stage, so that's why you shouldn't bring your cards up, right, Gladys? That's why Gladys is the best teacher of them all. It wasn't a joke, I was sharing the truth of life, just like he said about the yogis doing that backwards fellatio, whatever. Remember that guy from the karate show, and he asphyxiated himself by hanging himself upside down?
David Carradine.
David Carradine, that's what that reminded me of. I wasn't thinking of the Dalai Lama doing it. I was thinking of David Carradine, just to show him up on things like that from the news from 400 years ago, because I'm old. But then, the other thing I want to say about Mrs. Maisel's is that I found a lot of flaws in the show. I don't know if you didn't or if you care what I'm going to say, but sometimes they call it Maisel's and sometimes they say Maisel. Did you notice that? But worse than that, they took one of George Saltz's jokes and she said something very similar with the same subject and punchline words, so that got me mad. I don't know if they stole it. But Gladys and I know that some of these internet TV shows about comics, they're stealing subject matter right from Gladys's life, and we know that. And this was just one of George's jokes that got me mad. So I'm wasting all my time on talking about this. Gladys is going to hit me. Not hit me, but kill me. And what I want to tell you is I have a skin condition. I can't wear any makeup, and the funny part about that is Gladys turned me on to this wrinkle cream because God knows I need it. And what happened? I used that and some other good wrinkle cream and makeup that people who know Gladys gave me to put on my face, and it backfired. And now, ever since November, I can't wear any makeup because I have a condition. That's like irony, right? So now I have to walk around without any makeup. It's like God's punishing you for being vain, and you have to experience not just not having any makeup on, Gladys, or skin cream, but having blotches. And before I even got here, I said, Gladys, don't be horrified. I have this giant glob of monster.
You look good.
Anyway, I just thought I'd tell you, you know, they say, like, if you just have one arm or you just have one leg, you should come out and acknowledge it, or if you have an accent, so I want to acknowledge dermatitis. I have 2 doctors getting so rich from me. They both went to Acapulco together for the weekend, a dermatologist and an allergist, both of them. So anyways, my time up, class, you have so many comics coming up tonight. And I just want to say that I saw a bumper sticker on the LIE going out to Long Island, and it said, "My boss is a Jewish carpenter." I said, holy mackerel. That guy works for my father's construction company. And on TV there was this saying, just because you're a victim doesn't mean you have to suffer. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I have some of these sayings I say to myself, and I forget to say them when I get up here. Well, you know what? I'm going to give it back to the room, as they say. Thanks for putting me up, Gladys.
Elaine Wynn, everyone.
Give it up for Elaine Wynn. That was my elementary public school teacher, Elaine.